sorry to report this, but you're spending more time at the office for even less money.
Well, Mac, you have to spend a lot of time at the office with me.
Yeah.
Luckily, we know where Pat McMahon keeps his credit card, so we actually make some money.
We make more money than we used to before we found Pat's wallet.
That is true.
True story.
That is a big, fat wallet.
Yes,
is
it is.
enormous with a lot of credit cards in there, and we enjoy it.
Well, we also learned, though, today that your unemployment rate may run out in January. So overall, for the past 6 years or 3 years, your median income has actually gone down. But this is nothing new since we really haven't – the wage disparity has been something that's growing over the past number of years, even close to a decade. But more people have to work longer to put food on the table. I really don't know what you can do except go, at least I have a job.
2/3 of employers are saying that their workers have been asked to put in more hours than normal over the past 3 years.
I have to do a podcast in Swahili.
It's very entertaining.
What does that have to do
It's
with
at KTAR.com. I recommend everybody go and listen to it. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really something.
Right.
I'll be doing a podcast in French.
And I don't want to blame
Bonjour,
anybody,
Mac.
but
Ça va?
we actually started producing more with less employees.
And that's
we
why
found that
people
out
haven't-
2 or 3 years ago. The
people-
productivity levels raised.
That's why people aren't hiring anybody.
That's right.
They're getting more done with less.
Your boss is squeezing you basically for more work.
Squeeze.
Japan's offering free trips.
When do we leave?
Careful what you wish for.
So Japan says, hey, let's get the tourism industry going again. Certainly after that disaster that struck earlier this year.
Yeah.
They're offering thousands of free airfares to lure tourists to Japan to get their economy going again.
10,000 travelers are going to be welcomed with open arms into Japan next year. I hope they have some kind of screening process. When you do a cattle call like this, who knows who you're inviting into your country, into your space? I don't want to do it.
It is very dangerous when you offer someone something free.
For free.
I'll just give you an example. Remember the Monday Night Football game that was moved from San Diego out to here?
Yes.
And I think it was Miami, San Diego, and they gave free tickets away.
Yes.
It's one of the most disastrous games I've ever went to. Vomit all over the place.
Right.
People drunk. They're hitting each other. You got to be careful when you just start handing stuff out. Katrina, here's a card. Here's a credit card. Here's a credit card.
Right.
Remember, the government handed free money out. That was a disaster.
Right.
Very dangerous to start handing free stuff out because you never know who's going to get it.
They say, too, that they want the tourists, to write a review of their experience to Japan and put it online. Again, you offer free tickets. There's no sense that person can even write, let alone go online. So
I think
be careful.
A bad idea. It sounds very desperate.
It's like
Get ready. Occupy Wall Street's coming to Phoenix.
Yeah, this started in New York, on Wall Street, actually.
Right.
And it's folks who are calling themselves the 99 percenters.
Yes.
And some of them don't have a job. Some of them, to me, sound like they are very jealous of people who make money.
But isn't this... I mean, I don't understand why it's coming to Phoenix. It's October 15th.
It's going everywhere. It's coming everywhere.
It's downtown at the Cesar Chavez Memorial Plaza. What about the people who make the laws? Why isn't this more concentrated in D.C. instead of Wall Street? Last time I checked, Wall Street was still under the umbrella of some kind of financial institution that's governed by the SEC, that's governed by Congress.
Did they take a bailout?
Yes, and they did take a bailout.
So why aren't these guys at the car manufacturers? Why aren't these, what do they call themselves again, Occupy Wall Street?
Occupy Wall Street. They say they're the 99 percenters. The 1% of the population has actually made money during this recession. Everybody else's wages have gone down. But again, I think it's really misguided. Go to Washington and march on Washington. Those are the guys that can change the law. The guys on Wall Street, they're doing it for the most part legally and are governed by the SEC, which is under the branch of the government.
And they say, well, everyone knows why we're here. We don't like what's going on. It's not that simple.
No, it's not.
Go to Washington, D.C. That's where the laws and rules are made. So,
all right, that'll do it for the Daily Down.
You want to go?
To where?
To
Phoenix,
Washington.
Downtown Phoenix, or
no,
Japan?
No, I don't want to go anywhere near that stuff.
You want to go to Japan for free?
I'd like to go to Japan.
Konnichiwa. That'll do it for the Daily Download, an exclusive presentation of the KTAR broadcasting and digital platform on most of your local stations.